Good evening, everyone. This is our first year partnering with Cafe Mocha and the Salute Her Awards, and it's been an inspiring ride. We are inspired by the stories of our honorees and our Black professional network at American Airlines. We are happy to join in this proud movement, honoring women in our ranks that go the extra mile. I have the distinct pleasure of introducing Deneen. Before I tell you how extraordinary Deneen is, let me first give a shout out to our CEO, Mr. Doug Parker, Chris Singley from Community Relations, and Mr. Stephen T. Johnson, Senior Manager, Inclusion and Diversity, for supporting and creating this opportunity by allowing the Black Professional Network to be in this space. I would also like to thank you, Nakia, for allowing me to be the face of America representing the Black Professional Network at every Salute Her Award this year. And I also want to thank my bosses, Barb Trella, Craig Jordan, and Jay Logan, for their support as my role as Diversity Advisory Representative, and I can't thank them enough. BPN and American Airlines are so honored to be part of this great platform that Sheila has created, and just like at airlines, she likes to run on time, so much so that every time I speak to her about the run of show, she's always remind me about my 2 minutes. But I would have to say, Sheila, that Nakia and I are like the Russell Simmons at the end of a Def Comedy Jam with our time. So I would like to take a page out of Auntie Maxine's book and reclaim some of that time. Deneen Francine Hewitt. Yep, I did that. She's a half-founding member of Team No Sleep. Deneen and I met like 4 or 5 years ago over the phone when one of our counterparts in Charlotte called me in Phoenix, and I called her in Philly about one of our employees. And we've been going, while American Airlines was going for great, we were building our friendship. And now that we're getting our customers on their life journey, we built a sisterhood. Now, just because we're a dynamic duo and my name is Robin, that does not make her a Batman. Now, let me tell you why Deneen is a champion for diversity. Have you ever met someone who's a champion for diversity that they don't need to be all glamorous, singing in all the songs, dancing in all the videos? That's Deneen. Have you ever met someone who's been a champion for diversity that when brainstorming wonderful ideas and everybody's talking over each other, she says, "Stop. We all can't be the brain. Somebody got to be Pinky." That's Deneen. Have you ever met someone who's a champion for diversity that they care so much for others, and no matter how much people let her down, she's still in it for the fight? And when she calls you up and says, "I'm done," and you say, "Yup, you just got to meet people where they are. Yeah, just got to let them feel. You can't save everybody." She gets back up every day and go back in there and fights for us because it's in her DNA not to let us fail. She wants to see us win as a people. That's Deneen. And lastly, because I know my time is going to be up, have you ever met someone who's a champion for diversity that when an organization is giving out travel advisories and banning whole state travels, and the event that you plan in one of those states' major cities, not far from the troubled community, where it is unprecedented that you have the most executives from your company attend, and you have the most members come to that event at a field station, and you have that said leader attend as well, and instead of calling her a bridge builder, a genius, a game changer, she's called defiant. But instead of being bitter, when she's accepting her proverbial roses, she smiles and says, "Thank you." That's Deneen. Let's take a look at her video.
Deneen Hewitt knows something about service and leadership with 30-plus years of professional experience that included stints in law enforcement, basketball coach, and flight attendant. Since 2014, she has served with distinction as Operations Customer Service Manager for American Airlines in Atlanta. Bringing people together has been her lifelong mission. She spearheaded the initiative to establish the first employee business resource group and served as the first president of Americans Black Professional Network. As a member of the American Airlines CEO Roundtable, she was chosen as the liaison with the NAACP and played a critical role in shaping and setting the tone for diversity and inclusion initiatives internally and externally with their partners. Her Atlanta community service includes partnering with Gateway Center of Atlanta, Habitat for Humanity, and working with MC Media Works to develop STEM opportunities for young men and women. A mother and longtime military wife, Hewitt has been a dedicated servant, both personally and professionally. There are few places where she hasn't sprinkled her keen insight and knack for bringing people together. And that's why Deneen Hewitt is Cafe Mocha's 2019 Salute Her Awards Champion for Diversity honoree.
Like Robin said, I would rather be in the back, but I'm here, and I thank you, Ms. Eldridge, for creating such an amazing platform to recognize the work of African American women. We really appreciate it, and here I am in the company of some amazing women. When Robin told me that I was selected for this award, much like when I was selected for DAC, I was just like, well, why? This work is not work to me. It's something organic, and I just like to help people. I am not defiant, but I did say thank you. What I am is courageous. What we all are is courageous, because the work isn't easy. It's when you see when people need help, the children at the schools, that we donate our time, we donate the books, and we build libraries for them when they don't have books there for our kids. It's sad. And so it's a real big honor to go in my garage and get my kids and my husband, empty out the garage. Let's go and take this stuff to these people. They need it. Team No Sleep, Robin and I. Robin would call me at 1 o'clock in the morning. Hey, I have an idea. So I would wake up and start taking notes and find ways to go back into the community and help. So here comes American Airlines, because my journey started way back in 1987 with American as a flight attendant. But helping people, I started when I was a child. My mother would take us out to the churches and to the communities and just give and give and give. And I didn't know that we were poor. I didn't know that sometimes there was no food, because I am one of the youngest of 9. So they fed me while they probably didn't eat. So giving back is an honor. It's something that's organic for me. And I just thank you. Thank you for selecting me, and thank you so much.